Emily, a former Omaha Boy Scout leader pleads guilty in federal court to attempting to sexually exploit a child. Federal prosecutors say Shores was arrested last summer after sending explicit messages to an undercover officer who Shores thought was a 13-year-old girl. Detectives then found more inappropriate conversations on Shores' phones with minors. Shores was fired from the Boy Scouts last August after his arrest. He agreed to a plea agreement with a possible sentence between 15 to 20 years behind bars. He will be sentenced in